Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's Diane Evans from stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the interior of British Columbia. So today we're broadcasting. Eve, my beautiful granddaughter, and I are broadcasting from Winnipeg, Manitoba. So a little bit different. It's tough because this is part of my What Now series. So normally I do this every Thursday night at 6:30 Pacific time, but because it kind of gets a little late here, it's easier to do it during the day. So I thought, and I was lucky enough to remember to bring everything. I mean, we may not have everything, but what I wanted to focus on today were the foam adhesive sheets. So let's just drop down there. And Eve's going to help me. I don't think Eve's ever seen doing anything like this. So it's going to be interesting for her, and she's going to be doing a lot of the decisions. So these are the foam adhesive sheets that Stampin' Up! Has. And you can use them as a dimensional. I find that they are a tiny bit higher than a dimensional, but if you want that double dimensional look, this would be a really good thing to use. But the thing that these are so great for are making different boxes, that sort of stuff, but also making shaker cards. So we're going to make a shaker card, and we're going to use something that I haven't even used. I've had for a while, or actually it came back into stock. So it's the Turtle Friends. So that's the bundle that you do with the Turtle Punch, and then aren't they cute? Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to make a shaker card. We're going to use only what I brought. I cannot believe that I only have 4 Stampin' Blends. I mean, that is so not like me. But we are going to make a card. We're going to be doing Daffodil Delight because I brought stuff to make something from the new catalog, and I didn't bring the colors that I probably should have. So my Daffodil Delight is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're just going to go in and go into the mountain, and we're just going to use. Oh, that wasn't scored very well. So I'm just going to turn it the other way, and I'm just going to burnish this with the folder. Good morning, Margaret. How's it down in Australia? And then we're also going to use this. Now, this is the Marvelous. What is it called there, Eve? What's it called?
Marvelous. Simply Marvelous.
Simply Marvelous. And this is from a sneak peek from the celebration that starts on January the 4th. I cannot wait till celebration starts. It has this on one side. Whoops. And this. This is actually Bumblebee. But I am just using this to go with my Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to actually just put that on with my, yeah. Do you want to show the other ones, Eve? Aren't they beautiful colors? And turn them over. Can you see how many different things that you can use with this? Wow, I just can't believe how pretty all of these colors are. Anyways, maybe we can use something like that on Monday. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm just going to use the Bumblebee, and I only brought one of each color. When you're traveling by air, and even though I did bring 2 very heavy suitcases, right, Eve?
Yeah.
But I also brought a bunch of baking stuff and everything else. So unfortunately, yeah, not too many things got brought. Like I didn't even have to bring any gifts really, because all of the gifts I had sent here already or picked up while I was here.
Or ordered.
Or ordered. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're just going to put that on there. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to make, like I said, I'm doing a shaker frame. Now I have some old olive and this one too, and I have limited supplies. So I had to kind of go along and just sort of play with what I had. So with this, normally what I would do is I would cut a frame out with my stitched rectangles dies. Thanks so much, Alice. I really appreciate that when you share that. But in any event, so I went and I cut this 3.5 by 5, I believe, 3.5 by 4.5. And what I did was I used my trimmer and I just cut in a 1/2 inch on all sides of that. So you can do that, but it is much easier to go with dies. But the stitched rectangle dies wouldn't have gone through my mini cut and emboss. So I also went and I cut a 1/2 inch smaller than with a window sheet, and where I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this onto the back of my frame here, and this is where we're going to start making the window sheet. So I'm just doing a really thin bead, and normally I get you doing this, Eve, but I'll just do the thin bead. You know, when your grandchildren live so far away, it's so nice to be able to come to their community. And mind you, they don't get to Kamloops very often. Maybe this year. We had to cancel our family reunion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just going to go on as a frame there. So what I want to do is in this particular stamp set, there's some grass here. So we're going to stamp some grass, and we have to do everything in memento because the colors that I brought are for flowers, not for turtles. So I'm just going to go down here, and we're just going to have just a tiny bit of grass, just like that. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, and then we're just going to let that kind of dry. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping. So, oh, this is a photopolymer. Could you get me that paper piercing mat right there? Yes, that one. Perfect. Thank you. So because these are photopolymer, we're going to stamp on this part. So I have my turtle. So let me go and use my memento. We're going to use some of the stamping blends. So I'm just going to stamp this guy here. And then I'm going to stamp him again in the old olive. And then this part here, it's time to celebrate. We're going to go ahead and we're going to just put that on there. Now, what we're going to have to do here is on these particular ones here, Eve, we are going to go like this. Okay.
Okay.
If you see any of that sort of stuff, oh no, a bad storm. Oh dear.
Just.
Yeah. All right. So all I'm going to do is just come down here. And I'm just going to put that onto that part there. And I'm actually going to fussy cut that.
That's neat.
But it's nice that you can see right through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I wasn't very bright by doing this. I was going to, before I did this, I was going to come in with my little turtle. We're going to have to kind of, I wanted to, not sure how I'm going to go about doing this now. It's going to go about there. And then I wanted another one. So we're going to do that one right about there. And then another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to put that little bird on the back of one of them. So that'll work okay. I can do that on there. So see, we're just going to get him like that. And then another thing I thought was in here, these are like party things, right? Mm-hmm. I thought what I could do, and I'm not sure how this is going to, when this is here, I want this guy, this to go behind where the turtle's going to go. All right.
That's really pretty.
So what that's going to do when this is all done, it's going to have kind of like a party sort of feel to it. Okay, so the beauty of this is I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to do some of this with the blending. Because what I'm going to do is, do you want to cut that out? So just cut that shell out. Did you want to do that?
What do you
mean?
What do you mean?
See this part here? You can fussy cut this. So you're just going to go in here and cut
the whole shell.
The shell. And when you cut like that, Eve.
Mhm.
You move the paper when you cut. So,
Okay.
okay, perfect, thanks. So all I'm doing when I'm coloring this is because I'm going to be putting that shell underneath. We're going to pop that shell up. So I want some coloring underneath this shell. And then I'm just going to go in and color his legs and use the dark Old Olive. I probably would have done these if I was really thinking. I probably would have done this in a shaded spruce, I think would have been a better one to use. But that's okay. We only have these colors. You learn to improvise, that's for sure. I do have an assistant. So special. Eve used to, when they lived closer, and you're not that much closer, right? Calgary wasn't quite that much closer, but
It's closer.
much closer in that aspect. So all I'm doing is just getting some shading in here. So I'm just going to do that in circles. And then what we're going to do now, I just want to get that so that that line, you haven't even played with these markers. Oh my goodness. You would love these ones. So now, because we can, I'm going to come in with my punch. And then let's just punch that out. This is such a cute one. There we go. Let's see how that looks in there. All right. So what we want to do is we want to put this on there, but let's put that on with some dimensionals. So maybe just one dimensional in the back of that and then put onto there. And then, let's see, where did my thingy go to? These.
Your nails are short.
Your nails are short. We even got to go and have, the girls had a manicure and I had a pedicure. That was kind of special the other day, right? All right, so what I'm going to do is, now with this part here, this is going to, we want to put the, I'm going to use an embossing buddy because when we're going to use the sequins on this particular card, what's going to happen is it's going to actually stick to it. So I'm just going to come along, and these are the, what do we use these now for? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these. Now she had my scissors. Yeah, cute the way. Oh my goodness, they knew exactly what they were going to have done. It was just felt so good to have a pedicure. So we're just going to take this like this. And we'll take another piece along there. And when we put this on, we don't want it to show from the one side. We just want it to show from, be popped up. So let's just go, I'm going to just put that in there like that. And then we'll take another piece here and pop that in there as well. See that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, you know, it's been 2 years in March that I got to see the grandkids. And that's when they were in a cheer competition. So it's been a long time, that's for sure. So this is just going to go like this. And then this is going to go onto this part here. So see how that's going to frame onto there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decide, and Eve, I'm going to let you decide. These are sequins that we're going to use
Okay.
onto our cards. So which ones, what color do you think we should use?
One or two.
It's your choice.
I really like this one.
The green,
Mm-hmm.
all green.
Yeah.
Okay. So all we're going to do is we're putting these on here. Now these came from the annual catalog. They were called Sequins for Everything. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's just put a tiny bit more. You know what? We can put more in there. That's okay.
Can I put a little bit?
Hmm?
Can I put a little bit?
Sure. Now I did go ahead and on this window sheet, what we want to do is we want to cover those up. Can you imagine having those all over the place? Oh my goodness, that would have been awful.
It would be.
So this is going to go on here like so. All right. So I'm going to get you to hold that down. I'm just going to take off this backing. Like I say, these foam adhesive sheets are really cool. Strips are really cool. All right. So we're going to try to get this right in the middle. That ought to be interesting, right? So let's go. See how that pops up to that frame. There we go. There. Okay. So see how that's going. Whoops.
Whoa.
What happened? Oh no. Oh no. What happened? That's not supposed to happen. Oops. That did not stick. Well, we're going to just do that all over again. Ooh. Wow. What can happen? Only when you're live, right? So, I don't know what happened there, but boy, did that ever come apart. So, here, we're just going to take that off of there. Just like that. I'm going to strip these off. And we're going to start all over again. I don't need them off of there. I'll figure that out. All right, let's try again. I'm going to go on the outside of this then. What not to do, right? Okay, so those are going to be there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put. That is weird how that worked. Holy crow. There we go. We're just going to do that down to there. And hopefully that's going to be enough there. Now, that's going to be behind there. So let's try this here. I've never seen that happen before. So we're just going to poke that in there.
It might have gone onto like the sparkle, so it didn't stick.
I don't know. It was really weird because that's never happened before. All right, so I'm going to put another strip along that side there. Wet glue. I'll tell you, the one thing about wet glue and these strips is what happens. They're like the dimensionals. You cannot add glue to a dimensional. So I happen to know that for sure. So let's just going to do the best I can here. I'm glad I didn't go with just that 1/4 inch frame, but that's a good suggestion. But trust me, it doesn't work because of the glue and the dimensional part. And like I say, I do not know the reason why. Now, what we're going to do is I'm now also going to, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened, Eve. So let's just take that off. Now I want a piece that goes across here, and we're going to do a double piece like we did on the other pieces. Okay. It's almost like, it shouldn't be like that. And then we go, let's go like that. Okay, let's put those inside there again. Now, how are you going to get those off? Maybe you know what we should do? Forget about taking those up. Why don't we just go grab some more from there? And then we'll go that route. I'm going to put one more piece along there. You know, it just shows you what crafting is like. Okay, and then that should be enough. We just got to make sure that none of this is where it's going to be on the floor, that's for sure. Now, oh, that's up at the top. I want to put one more piece down below here. Let's see. I'm going to put one more piece that's up at the bottom. So I want to put one more piece down here along the bottom. And we're just going to hope, like, you know, I might even take that thing and do what you said, is put the glue on top of this, and then maybe what we can do is we can really hold this down. And just see how that's going to work. Let's see. See how that's going to work now. It's going to go up there. Okay. What do I do? Such a dilemma. You know what? Let's try it. Anything's worth a try. All I know is when it comes to dimensionals don't stick very well to glue. So, all right. This is the test. All right. Let's see how that's going to work. Just don't want any of that frame to show. Okay. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hold that down. Can you do that? Because we kind of want to hold it so that that glue is going to stick. I think that was a really good idea. Tear and tape, what a great idea. I should have done that before. But okay, we'll see how that works. It should be okay. All right. We're just going to hold it like that for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this little guy here. Oh, and one thing I did forget to stamp was I forgot to stamp the hat. Where is
the hat?
There is a hat.
There's a bow tie.
There's a bow tie too. But
Should have a bow tie.
You want the bow tie on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's a gentleman.
Oh, it's a gentleman. Okay. Well, let's stamp this hat. We're going to have to fussy cut that out. And you're going to have to fussy cut the bow tie. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops. All right.
Bow tie goes there.
Okay. We'll put a bow tie on there too. That's all good. There we go. All right. So there you go. You can fussy cut those. There you go. Boy, have I got a mess going for me here now. All right. So this guy's going to go there. I have him go kind of up there. I got to see that this works. Okay, should I shake it? What do you think?
Yeah.
You know what? I think that double did it. Okay. All right. So let's do there. We're going to just put that guy right about there. And we need his bow tie and his
Party hat.
party hat.
It's his birthday.
Okay, what color should the party hat be? Yellow and green? Because that's the only colors I've got.
The hat should be.
What do you think?
Yeah, yellow and green.
Yellow and green?
It will be a pattern.
Okay, we got the bow tie done.
No, I'm doing the hat.
I got this cut. Okay, there goes yellow and some green. Oh, let's do it with this color here. Okay, there. And some yellow.
Bow tie's almost done.
Almost done? Perfect. Okay. We could have done this definitely a lot different, kind of. Okay, should we put that on with a bit of glue? They did stay in, but we did have to double it. So, my goodness.
Well, next time you do it, you know what.
Yeah, it shouldn't have done that though, Eve. It really shouldn't have. They always say, okay, where does it go? Here? Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, that's cute. I like that. Okay. Now, if we put this guy here, oh, I like that bow tie. Definitely makes it. Let's put this on here.
What about this turtle?
That turtle, I was going to do some turtles with that kind. That's kind of cute. We can maybe put that on the inside, eh? What do you think? We want to put that on the inside, or do we want to do the little turtles going either way? Look at this. You know what? Now, I guess with it having a party hat, I guess we're going to have to do a sentiment. What sentiment do you want on there? Happy birthday? I only have this kind of a strip, so what do you think?
I'm sure you're totally loved.
You're turtly loved?
Oh, no, actually, no. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday?
Would probably be better.
Okay. All right, so I had that you're truly loved there. I wasn't going to do it as a birthday hat, but it's all good. See if this is straight. Like I say, I'm not used to stamping sitting down. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so we have that. We have the birthday. Now, I have this piece to go on the inside. Do we want to have one turtle going one way and one turtle going the other way? Like there's one going like this? What do you want?
Sure.
Okay. So we're just going to have this little guy here. And then in the stamp set, they have another turtle. Oh my goodness. I wish I had some green. Would that not have looked cute? Huh?
Yeah, that would have.
I don't have green. Oh, that's too bad. That would have looked really cute. All right, so let's do the other turtle going the opposite way. I mean, it going that way. And what do we want to put on the inside?
On the inside.
Look at that. Does that look cute?
We can put.
It's time. We could do that one.
Yeah, it's time to shut up.
It's time.
Oh no, we put that on the outside, so maybe we can put. Wait, you are totally loved.
Okay. Now this I have to make sure is done. The blends, you know, I can color these. That's no problem. but it wasn't that I was concerned about. What I was concerned about, well, let's check this. See if this will work.
Can I color the turtles?
Sure. Okay, so if you're going to color these turtles, color with light, but you're going to have to color with this end. Okay, so let me just see.
I'm able to use both of them though?
Pardon?
I'm able to use both of them?
Yeah. Okay, so you are turtling. That's really dark. I would go with the light first.
The, like, outside part.
Sure. Fly at her. There, that'll work. I'm going to try this and see how this is going to work. You know, it doesn't matter how much you bring with you, because if you saw what I brought, I had my sketch challenge. I had it figured out. Let's see if this is going to work. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Okay, if you go in circles, you'll start to blend that. But go right into the green and bring that green out. They're totally different than watercolor ones. They're alcohol markers. See how that's starting to blend? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to put this guy here. I think I'm even going to pop him up.
And the shell's like an ombre.
Yeah, you bet. And you should color down onto the other part.
The feet.
The feet. Oh, we've got this stuff all over the place. Oh, Mommy's not going to be too pleased with us.
With what?
All this stuff. We'll just bring the vacuum in before she even knows. Right?
Yeah. Unless she's...
Yeah, she does a great job coloring. First time using Stampin' Blends. Okay, so we're going to have that guy there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was quite the mix up, but kind of a fun card. Nothing neater than being able to shake a card.
I remember getting them when I was younger.
Yeah. Now, the other thing is, for anybody that does live in Canada, and if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I am having a free shipping. I'm doing free shipping. So if you use my host code, and I will refund you for the shipping. But unfortunately, we have to do that in Canada because I can't do it outside of my my selling area. So, okay. But pretty neat how those things work, eh? Huh? I like these. Yeah. I know Uncle Chris, the artist in the family, really wants all my other markers. So
you're not going to give in though.
He'll get them eventually. Yeah. Okay, and we still have to go. You Are Totally Loved. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, I'm going to get this on here straight. Ooh, that's not straight. Should have done that before we did that part.
Mm-hmm. Almost. I just need to blend down there after.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be kind of fun. Okay. Now, the unfortunate part is I don't think I've got this on here straight. So that's your first time ever using Stampin' Blends. What do you think of those?
Very cool.
Cool? Eve used to get paper pumpkin all the time too.
And then I make a mess. So I wasn't allowed them anymore.
Oh, but you were quite a bit younger. Plus, you also have so much here that you're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome job. Cool. Okay, so let's just hope Grandma can get it on here straight. Oh, I gotta stand up. Fun card, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? We shouldn't have put that on there. Because you could have had this and you could have given it to your friend. Or, you know what? You could give this to your sister. And take that card and give it to your sister. In
June.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I go and I do that, and then I don't know whether or not to attach it or not. Okay, so there we go there.
I'll give it to Kira in June.
You can give it to Kira in June, yeah. Or, you know what you could do? You could give this to your cousin. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He would love that. Okay, so thank you for reminding me about this part. And you know what? I think what would be really kind of cool, this part here. So I'm going to kind of do it underneath there. But watch, I'm going to take, where's that other blend? There we go. This one's got a really funny end. Let's go.
And you're going to use the other.
Yeah.
Thing.
And let's just use a tiny bit of this. Kind of make it look kind of turtly. Turtly.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't need to color it all in. Like I say, I think my markers are drying out.
It's one of my friend's birthdays soon.
You want to put "you were totally loved" to your friend?
I mean, yeah, she's a really good friend of mine.
Okay, well, you could do that. So Eve's going to take this card and use it for her friend. Now, another thing that do you like that? All we're going to do now is we're going to curl this a little bit. How's that?
That's pretty neat.
And then we're going to kind of just put it under.
Like peaceful.
Do we want to do it there? Do we want to do it up here?
I think down here.
Down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just going to cut that off. We're going to kind of get it underneath there. Okay. Do we want to pop it up? I think what I'll do is I'll use a...
Dimensional?
Well, you know, I was going to use a glue dot, but that's... Oh, here we go. Let's use a glue dot underneath there. Here, I'll get you to put that on there for me. Just going to stick the glue dot right underneath there. That can kind of come down a little bit. And we'll put a glue dot right underneath there. How's that? You happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Glue dot right there. There we go. So there's our card. After a few problems, but it turned out good, eh, Eve?
Mm-hmm.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
So I think her friend is really going to like that then. We're going to just kind of curl this down. Like, see, it went up and then went down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, perfect. Awesome. So thanks very much for sticking with us and us using these foam adhesive sheets, which I think we had some issues with them, but we found a way. And thank you so much for giving me the idea of using the glue. I think the glue really, really helped us. And again, don't forget about this celebration stuff with this fantastic, what's it called again? Simply
Marvelous.
Marvelous paper. And it's simply marvelous. I just love those. Anyways, have a great day. And I'd like to also wish you a very Merry Christmas. Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody. Happy holidays. And we will see you right after Christmas, where I come on live again on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, same time, anyways. So thanks so much. And we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks, Eve. That was great.